You just generated the most beautiful AI video clip you have ever seen. The lighting is cinematic. The character looks exactly how you imagined. You are ready to build an entire short film. Then you generate the next shot, and everything falls apart. The character's hair changed color. The jacket disappeared. The entire room looks different. Welcome to the single biggest frustration in AI video right now, multi-shot consistency, and today we are going to fix it. Here is why this problem exists in the first place. Models like VO3 and Runway Gen-4 Turbo are built on diffusion architectures. Each clip is generated from noise, guided by your text prompt, and sometimes a reference image. But these models have no persistent memory. They do not remember what your character looked like 2 shots ago. Every generation is essentially starting from scratch, interpreting your words fresh each time. Even tiny differences in phrasing can send the model down a completely different visual path. So consistency is not a bug they forgot to fix. It is a fundamental limitation of how these systems work right now. But people are building coherent multi-shot projects anyway. Here is how. Workaround number 1 is prompt anchoring. This means creating a detailed, frozen character description that you paste into every single generation. We are not talking about vague descriptions like a woman in a red dress. You need extreme specificity. Think along the lines of a woman in her early 30s with shoulder-length dark auburn hair parted on the left, wearing a fitted charcoal wool coat with black buttons, olive skin, narrow rectangular glasses with thin gold frames. The more granular your anchor prompt, the less room the model has to hallucinate variations. Save this description in a text file and treat it like a contract you never break. Workaround number 2 is reference image pipelines. Both VO3 and Runway Gen-4 Turbo now support image-to-video workflows. The trick is to generate or create a single high-quality reference image of your character, and then use that same image as the starting frame for every new shot. This gives the model a visual anchor, not just a text one. Some creators go further and use tools like IP Adapter or Instant ID to extract a face embedding that they feed into the generation process, keeping facial identity locked even when the camera angle changes dramatically. Workaround number 3 is seed and parameter locking. In Runway Gen-4 Turbo, you can specify a generation seed. Using the same seed with the same prompt tends to produce more visually similar results. It is not perfect, but combined with a strong anchor prompt and a reference image, it significantly reduces drift. In VO3, direct seed control is more limited, but maintaining identical style parameters and prompt structures across shots achieves a similar stabilizing effect. Workaround number 4 is style transfer post-processing. Sometimes the best approach is to generate your shots freely and then force consistency after the fact. Tools like Absinthe, ControlNet with video extensions, and even Adobe After Effects with AI plugins can harmonize color palettes, lighting direction, and texture across clips that were generated independently. This is how many of the most impressive AI short films you have seen online actually achieved their polished look. The raw generations were not consistent. The post-production made them consistent. Workaround number 5 is the storyboard compositing method. Instead of asking the AI to maintain consistency, you break each shot into layers. Generate your background separately. Generate your character separately using your locked reference. Then composite them together in editing software. This gives you complete control over what stays the same and what changes between shots. It is more work, but it is the closest thing to a guaranteed solution right now. Now here is what is coming next. Google has explicitly stated that persistent character identity is on the VO roadmap. Runway has been experimenting with what they call scene memory in their research previews, where the model retains context from previous generations in a session. When these features ship natively, they will change everything. But until then, the creators who master these workarounds are the ones producing AI video that actually looks like it was made by a professional. The gap between a single beautiful clip and a coherent multi-shot project is the gap between a demo and a real film. These 5 techniques are how you close that gap today. Try them on your next project, and you will never look at AI video the same way again.